Hi there. So I'm out here again in my local woods. I'm going to get some birch poles for my old baker style tent, but that's not what I'm going to talk about in this video. I am I'm going to say something now that will annoy some people out there, but that's okay. So I am seeing several YouTubers, outdoors YouTubers, hikers, saying that you don't need to bring a map and a compass. And I disagree. I strongly disagree. And I'll tell you why. While we are walking up to this place where I saw the birch, the little birch trees lying there on the ground. They've already been cut down, so and I know that they will be lying there until they rot. So I'll get a couple of those for my tent. Now, yes, you need to bring a map and a compass, and you need to know how to use those. It is not difficult to learn how to use a map and a compass. Myself, I obviously I don't bring a map and a compass now. I've been here 1,000 times, you know, but you know, it's the obvious thing where your battery on your mobile phone, your smartphone, runs out, and maybe even on your GPS. Now myself, I don't have a smartphone, but I know that it is very popular now to use the smartphone and several different apps and stuff. Yeah, it's snowing today, and that's why I had to use my GoPro without the additional kit that makes the sound a little bit better, because that one is not waterproof. But anyway, I hope you can manage with what we have here. Yeah, so the battery can run out, the technology can fail. Well, you can drop your cell phone and break it, you know. Those are obvious arguments. Then people are saying that, well, the trails are marked so that you won't get lost. Well, people do get lost. Now I realize that this is probably, people saying this is probably walking the trails in the USA. And maybe those are, you know, better marked than the trails over here in Norway. But I still think that it seems risky to me, the whole thing. So there is also another thing, and I think this is maybe the most important argument for bringing a map and a compass and learning how to use those. You miss out on a lot of wonderful, exciting information when you don't know how to use a map and when you don't bring a map. Now, I used to do orienteering. I think that's what it's called, when I was a young teenager, and I learned how to read a map instinctively, so that when I look at a map now, it's three-dimensional. I can see the hills and the valleys. It's almost like here comes the wind. They pop up, pop out of the paper. Now there are some very experienced through hikers out there who are saying that they never use a map and a compass. And I'm not attempting to discredit those people at all. But I think they are speaking about walking those trails. And if you think about the whole thing, it's common sense, don't you think? I mean, if you bring a map and a compass, no matter what happens, well, unless you drop and lose your map and your compass, but you know, you don't have to rely on complicated technology. So yeah, that's my opinion on the matter. Do bring a map and a compass. And even if you don't use it, well, actually I think you should use it, but even if you don't use it to navigate, even if you only use your GPS, then you know, it's good to have a map, because there are also because there are lots of interesting information on that map, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I found one pole. I need another one. I need two. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit old, this one, but I think it's still not, it hasn't become brittle as they do after a while. Yeah, I think we're good. Now let me use this opportunity to respond to a comment that I get now and then when people see me out here during winter without the snow. And there are there have been people claiming that it's all fake. Now I live in the southeastern part of Norway, and for the last few years the winters here, they have been a little bit crazy. So typically we get some snow like this, but after a few days it's gone again. And yeah, so it seems to, the weather seems to be the winters seem to be getting milder. That's what it seems like. So that's the explanation. Next time you see me, all this snow might be gone. And by the way, woodland overnighter videos are coming up. It's just that right now I think the the hours we get with daylight, it's not so much. So I will probably be waiting until, you know, a couple of weeks more. It really helps to get an additional half an hour at least with daylight in the afternoon. It really helps.